Hey, welcome back to the Theory Expo. To new beginnings. This is a new year. I think we wanted to start this kind of having a kind of a year-end review, kind of like let's look at 2023 and then like 2024. But we kind of got some news that's been coming out and like what not really news. It was kind of, I think this was more shocking. They've been we on the cusp of the Echo series dropping right next Tuesday, right? All episodes drop 9 p.m. Eastern. I'm looking forward to that.
Yeah.
Say all that to say, so you know what's happening right now, the kind of like the marketing push. So obviously you get the interviews with different people, and I believe the lead actress, she for real deaf, right? She's for real, like I think she's for real deaf. So I don't know if she's having like translator kind of like interviews. But I know what they do have. What I am seeing a lot is Vincent D'Onofrio out a lot, right? He's out there a lot. He's doing a lot of interviews. I don't know if you saw the one thing, the little nugget that came out, that more than likely he's the one that bought the Avengers Tower. He's saying I can't say nothing. He's like, damn, the person that asked him, I think it was CBR. What's his name? Dave, whatever. I saw a clip. I think it's CBR. But I think they have a little. I've never seen it, but I don't know if it's good or not. They have a little show called Phase Zero that they do for like the Marvel shows.
Okay.
And they showed a clip of one of his interviews. He interviewed Kingpin. He was like, Can you confirm or deny that you purchased Avengers Towers is yours? And he was like, dang, man, I give you credit because no one's asked me that. But I'm not allowed to say anything. But the shock look on the shock look on his face because he was put on the spot. It looked like, oh, actually, Avengers Towers is his.
He that guy.
I'm sold that it's his now.
Yeah.
Well, otherwise it's his. But
damn.
Yeah, that's crazy, right? So they doing a push for him. But you know when they have any show or any movie about them, especially Disney, when anything about to come out, we start getting flooded with like a different clip every day. And I tend to like not, especially reason like they start giving away too much. Especially recently, in recent history, I feel like they started giving away too much. But the one I saw the other day took me by surprise because the entire beginning of it was the Netflix show. It was a Daredevil Netflix show. Everything that was happening.
Yeah.
I was like, wait, whoa. You know, it happened so fast, I couldn't turn it up. Not that I'm not trying to worry about spoilers for this show because it's all coming out once. But I was looking at it and I was like, yo, those are all Netflix. Like they showing, they doing the little boy again? And then what really sold is what the car door.
Yeah.
And then you start seeing him sitting there. He had the jumpsuit. But when he did the car door, I said, man, that's not recreating that stuff. And they just telling it themselves, like sampling it. I said, no, that's the Netflix show. And you know, first thing that popped in my mind, I said, the Netflix show is a canon now. That's just crazy, like us, how we look at things and those kind of things that hype me up. But like, those little things, that's where I'm not even trying to get a tidbit for the show. My mind instantly went to, oh no, them shows are part of the MCU now.
Yeah.
But they call it the sacred timeline now. That's what they kind of call it. And I think today, and I'm gonna pull this, I don't know, you want to look at that clip?
Yeah. Can we watch that clip?
Yeah, I'm gonna pull up the clip.
Yeah.
But so I got it ready, but I was like, that was the first thought I had. I said, those are the Netflix.
Because at first it throw you off because they show Fisk his flashbacks when he was a little kid. You're like,
yeah. Even that wasn't that Netflix too, or you think they recreate Netflix?
No, that was Netflix.
Because that was Netflix, right?
That was Netflix.
Let's take a look at this real quick.
Killed his dad
with that helmet, right? That was a powerful thing when it happened. But let's see.
When I was a boy, I had to choose a path, or fate would choose for me.
Yeah.
Bro, they really
I've hurt
pushing this.
people.
He was talking to
And I'm
Vanessa.
going to hurt more.
See, that's right there, man. That's when I was sold.
I'm asking forgiveness for what I'm about to do.
I got a question though after this.
Gang war.
Something different about this, and I don't know.
Crumbles.
Okay.
Now
But the original clips wasn't in black and white, right?
We're the only ones we can trust.
Yeah, like they colored them, right? They colored them in. They black and white them, and then they colored
about
in
on the show.
On the original show, it wasn't in black and white.
No, they was real.
And that's from Hawkeye.
Betrayal. That's not something that I can forgive. Nothing about this brings me joy. You brought this on yourself.
Damn.
It hurts me. I have to kill you. Marvel Studios Echo. All episodes streaming January 9th.
I saw some white nails. I wonder whose nails.
When I was a boy.
Did you see the white nails?
You just, I know what you, now we're thinking about it, that you said that. I remember seeing it, but now I want to look at it again.
Man.
It was a woman's hand, right? And it was just.
Yes, right around that time. Right before that. Keep going.
Like back.
Yeah, it's right. You see it? Go start right. Just start from right there.
Let's go from right here.
Nothing about this.
Who's that?
That ain't Vanessa?
That ain't Vanessa?
I don't know. I'm asking. Is that Vanessa?
That's somebody. They put her nails in there, but it's like,
you make this show canon, bro. You got to have Vanessa, the Vanessa, right?
Yeah, right. We talked about this, right? They said she's not coming back, but I guess I wonder if like they're gonna recast her and kill her, you know. And
whoa, that was
take
the
her
thing.
character out that way,
that they had recasted her, right? That she was recasted. That was the news that they had another, but I don't know if that was ever confirmed. I remember that being a storyline that there was going to be. They had somebody else was going to play Vanessa, and then also that they wasn't bringing Foggy and Deborah. Was her name Deborah?
Yeah, Deborah wasn't coming. It was Deborah that wasn't coming back, right? Or was it Deborah and Vanessa that wasn't?
I heard we was getting to Vanessa, but they was recasting her.
Recasting, okay.
And then, but this was before we even knew that they was. I guess we already kind of knew they were going to be in Echo, but that was the whole early Daredevil. And then, but I'm looking at these arms. These are like Vanessa arms. Not that I got forensics on her, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, because they were trying to say, I think even that earlier when they were saying they recast her, it was going to be a younger actress.
Yeah, they recasted her. I'm seeing it now.
So it's
her name is Sandrine Holt. Yeah, they recasted her. So that's her, and that's likely her too.
That's her. That sucks.
If you look you see old pictures of Vanessa from the Netflix show. She had a white dress on, so it's like,
that sucks.
This chick was in a movie. I'm trying to remember where I've seen her.
Damn, because I'd be geeked if I seen Vanessa. I don't even know why, but I know like from the show what that actress character meant. Meaning like her portrayal of it.
Yeah,
or Wilson Fisk. I was crazy about Vanessa. That Vanessa,
man, that was like the driving force behind everything he was doing. Man, with that being canon now, though, bro, like
I feel like if so, don't forget your question, right? So I know you got a question about the black and white. I feel like with it being canon now, without showing that, and it makes it canon. And I think even one of the Marvel executives, what's his name? And I'll show this article in a minute. Brad Wenderson, like, oh yeah, it's canon. It's canon, right? It's part of the sacred timeline. You kind of have to have the people involved again, right?
Yeah,
you kind of have to have. I guess you don't, but still, to be nice, right? Or it got to need to be like for like, unless what we're doing, and maybe that's, I don't know if this question was going to ask, in your reference to them being black and white, that those things being black and white, and is that all like?
I guess that was just done,
like flashbacky.
Yeah, to make it exactly. That's what we're going for. We're going for like, hey, remember this, but it's the flashback at this point.
Because even them being in the cage, it's flashback.
That wasn't in black and white.
Yeah. I mean, it's black and white, right? That which probably would go flashbacky. I don't remember. I always thought even with the son, that wasn't in black and white. That was a regular color. Yeah, because he was a baseball player, right? When he had the catcher's mitt and all that too, right?
I think so.
Like in some of his flashbacks, like when they was like I guess he was like one like psychiatrist scenes where he was like either him or a younger version of him who was trying to was telling about his past, or they pulled out. I don't know. Maybe it was just with Vanessa. But this definitely wasn't black and white. But like when he was doing this work, that's some of his most famous work. So it's like, man, they showed this portrayal,
bro. To put that in the trailer, bro, it's like it wasn't even in the original Netflix trailer, bro. That scene wasn't in the original Daredevil trailer.
It's one of those things where I always say, yo, just don't let's not play. Let's not play. We know it happened.
We know it happened.
So we go like, okay, y'all, we ain't gonna even play around. We gonna put it right here because Netflix happened. We can't fight that no more. Too many of y'all paid attention. Too many of y'all was invested. Like, let's not act like it didn't happen. It happened.
Let me ask you this though: do you think that was always the original plan?
No.
You think they pivoted like literally at the last minute? I think so.
That's what's kind of giving me hope that those white nails is Kal-El mother.
Nah, it's not. It's a Canadian actress.
Yeah. Because that don't really makes. I mean, like they should be in it, right? Like once you do that, for me, it's like, oh, that's the second thought I had. Like, damn, that's not that they matter, but they kind of do.
Especially the chick, because
Deborah?
Yeah, especially Deborah and Foggy. But Deborah and Foggy not gonna be in this
because it's like if you're gonna do that, then it's like even with bringing in Punisher, Deborah mattered to him too.
Yeah,
she was in his show.
She popped up in the show that last season, right?
Yeah, she had like more episodes in the first season.
Yeah,
and she only had that one appearance in the final season or second season, whatever you want to call it. But yeah, man. But I found that very interesting, man. And not that I wasn't excited. I was already excited for the show, and I'm excited for many factors of it. One, the way it looked. Two, it's all binge, right? Where it may not have the same impact. 5 episodes over 5 weeks is just their track record hasn't proven that doing that is. I know Loki was great, but like they don't have a strong track record that this would it would hit the spot. Whereas these 5 is going to be a nice little pocket. Like it got to be terrible for it not to give you something, right? And maybe all the action we see is what they put in the trailer. But like I said in the beginning of my soliloquy, it don't matter how bad something just was. Something like this could pop off, and I'm like, okay, I got a little bit more intrigue. I don't want to overhype it, but I'm just saying, like, seeing that, I was like, oh, if Daredevil being canon, let's rock. And let's go to this little article. I'm gonna flip over to share this tab instead. This is off StreamYard. I don't know see if they include their head sources, but it was like Netflix's Daredevil show, MCU canon and timeline question finally addressed by Marvel producer. This was saying that Marvel Studios producer clarifies how Netflix's Daredevil TV show factors into the larger MCU, Marvel Cinematic Universe canon, timeline, and Echo.
I just wonder if he talked this over with Kevin Feige and everybody back home, bro. Like, I just wonder if he checked. Is this him going rogue, or is this something we still? I think we still got to wait on this because
this is
it's him saying.
Is this the they say a Marvel producer and they say Marvel Studios producer, but is he Marvel Studios producer? What I'm thinking is he's the show's producer. And they saying Marvel Studios producer. No, they're saying Marvel Studio for the Echo show. So I don't know what that really means, right? Is he the show's producer?
He's the show's producer.
Or is he
he worked for Marvel Studios, though.
Because they saying he's executive. They're saying when it was asked in regard to how Cox's Netflix show may or may not factor in Echo when it comes to being canon to the sacred timeline. As far as he's concerned, he considers the Netflix Daredevil fully part of the MCU central.
That's what I'm saying, bro. Is that official? Because that
just
sounds like he's just.
It might not be official tissue.
That like a guy who been behind a desk and like who had been in like pause. He been in the business space of it and not necessarily in the Kevin Feige space of it, where Kevin would be like, no, wait a minute now, it's not canon until I hear from KF.
Yeah.
I can't look at it.
But this
I
the
get
thing.
it though. I get it.
This the thing though, man.
It makes sense.
Kevin need to go ahead and say that shit.
Yeah,
he's the only one not saying this stuff no more.
Yeah.
Or not saying it at all.
He's saying, as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah.
What does that mean though, bro? You're not the head honcho, bro. You're not
100%.
You're not the president of the company. You're not, you know what I mean? Yeah, you're an exec, but you're not, you're a producer, but
hey man, he said, he said, I can say that up until this point, we've been a little cagey. We've been a little bit cagey about what's sacred timeline, what's not. He talking that noise.
He talking that talk, right?
Like he talking like he's sitting there with Kevin. What he say?
So hold on. He say that was born of, frankly, a period at the studio where we were like, we have to stick the landing with the vendors. It was another part of the company developing the Netflix stuff. We were aware of what they were doing. They were aware of what we were doing, but there was a lot of it was a lot to balance anyway. Again, I get what he's saying. Like he talking that talk. It makes sense what he's saying. I just don't know if I can see this being cleared up in another 2 weeks.
100%.
Where Kevin like, yeah, it's a good way to sell the show. It's like, all right, fine.
It's a great way to sell the show.
This is like the new Netflix show.
Yeah,
not on Netflix anymore, but it's like the continuation of one of people's favorite parts of the universe. The New York, basically MCU New York. Like it's a good follow up,
and it's a dope way. It's a dope way, and you said this, but it's a dope way opportunity for them to reset. If they're gonna keep resetting and not just immediately go into the. I mean, we said it thousands of times. For them not to immediately after Endgame go into the X-Men or the Fantastic Four, like look, hey, that happened. Now we in Fantastic Four mode, and for them not to go directly in that and still kind of setting this pattern, a good way was like going this route. You indirectly fall into like a reset, like a reset, and not of the timeline, but a reset of how you doing it, and then you can build it back up. Because you can't go crazy with Echo, Daredevil, Wilson Fisk, right? The craziest you really can do if you really want to be like for real to it, the craziest you can do is bring in Spider.
That's it, right?
That's the craziest you can do.
The sky's the limit. That's the sky.
That's
Superman swing in there. Yeah, that's true. It's New York.
That's it. That's as crazy as you can get with this, and you forced to stick to story. You forced to stick with elements that you're filming in. You forced to have to kind of write good. You can't fool me with tricks now. You can't do
you can't rely on the CG monster coming in, Skybeam and all that. Yeah.
Hype, anything that will go into things, you can't fake that. Like, and they may backwards fall into this. Maybe not with Echo, right? I'm not saying that I want to put that on Echo, but this Born Again, man. Because if you put that in the clip, yo, Jessica real,
yeah,
Danny Rand real,
yeah,
Cage real,
they all real. They gotta be
real.
You can't. That's one thing you can't do because he just said that, right? He didn't say. Hold on. Can you pull that quote back up real quick? Because I just want to like see what does he say Daredevil or does he say Netflix? Like
I feel like he said Netflix, but let's see what we got you.
Oh, little bit K. Okay, second timeline. Yeah. Developing the Netflix. You're right. Jessica Jones is real. Cage is real. All those need to be coming back. I suspect because it's not like they're gonna release the numbers and be like and tell you whether or not this was a resounding success or a failure.
Yeah.
But I gotta be looking at some point this year, maybe after the show is out, that they just make an announcement like Luke Cage showing development, Jessica Jones showing development, everybody coming back. Maybe not Danny Rand, but Luke Cage, Jessica Jones are coming back. And they might even combine them. They might just make Luke Cage a part of Jessica Jones. Maybe not everybody gets their own standalone, but these characters are coming back. They might just jumble them all. I think it's going to be less shows, but the characters are coming back. We got Daredevil get his own show. Echo got her own show. Everybody else kind of just get jumbled together into a show. And it might be like Jessica Jones or somebody. It might just be like, and then Luke Cage, they might do the Luke Cage and Iron Fist show finally.
Heroes for Hire type.
Heroes for Hire. They might be the heroes or like a one-off or something. Like they might do a special now, but I don't think everybody's getting their own show like they did on Netflix.
The closest one who may get one is Jessica, because she did 3 seasons.
Yeah,
that's something that she may be the closest to get one. But you're already hearing this right now that for this, because they're gonna call it something, right? So what are we calling this? Are we running with Defender Saga? Let's tag it with Defender Saga right now.
Defender Saga, yeah.
They probably have another name for it like this, but they're already saying it's out there. So I don't know if, again, Kevin hasn't said anything. I ain't seen Kevin in the Echo hat yet. So until I see him in the Echo fitted, like that's when things get real. But ultimately, they're already saying that but they're calling him the Thanos of this saga for what they're doing for that, right? So you're not doing it off of just a single TV show and moving on. Like he's risen back to power, right? He's risen back to power. He got his organization going. You can hear that. He talking that noise in the trailer, right? In the clip. So he got his own organization going. So I'm with you. Do they have 4 more shows, 4 independent shows? No. But Daredevil got 18 episodes.
Yeah. Yeah. That's a lot. Everybody coming back.
All of them showing up in that.
Passing cameos, right.
All of them showing up in that. And
gotta be,
all of them showing up as, until I'm told otherwise, based on what I just saw, that would be, you want to talk about a bait and switch or hook, whatever I don't know if that's bait and switch, whatever the other line is. If they show us this clip and we get to the Echo show and none of that mattered, none of that was in it. You get what I'm saying? Like, oh, we just did that because like the Morbius, right? It had nothing to do with and none of the Spider-Man stuff would matter that they were showing in the trailer. If they did that, that would suck. That would be terrible. But my bad.
No, I was gonna ask you. I'm gonna ask you a question. I was just gonna say, because you could be right about that, right? That could happen.
I mean, we got to put it out there.
We got to put that out there that could happen because, and I'm asking you, what if it? Do you think in this show, these episodes of Echo we about to get, that's about to pop up, 6 episodes, are they going to acknowledge the things that happen in those clips? Him smashing heads, his childhood, Matt Murdock having amnesia waking up in the hospital at one time, the stuff that happened in the Defenders. Do you really think they're going to acknowledge that? Because I don't think they will. I think it's just, like we said, they pivoted at the last minute, but what's actually been filmed and written here, what we're gonna get, is not going to acknowledge Netflix yet.
Oh, so
Born Again will. This won't.
I'm gonna tell you how they're going to acknowledge it, because it's going to be both. You're right. They're not going to acknowledge it, but they're going to let us know, because it's going to be a montage in the beginning of the show. It's going to be montagey, like previously on, you know what I'm saying, the Netflix. And that shit might be on previously on, and it might be like a soliloquy, like some kind of like opening monologue that Fisk is saying. But those little things that happen, the bashing the head, when he was the kid, you know what I'm saying, doing that as the kid to his father, and then the bashing of the head with the car door, right? Like, I think it's going. The pivot is, it wasn't written in that way. The pivot is, it's part of something he would already say anyway, and that's going to be played over.
Play music over that. Play some symphony music over it. Some classical over it.
I would say that's how they would.
I can see that.
I would say that's a
definitely gonna talk about what happened in Hawkeye.
I ain't trying to big myself up. But
I want you to, because it makes sense. I can see it in my head. But you're right. I can see that happening, and I do think they will talk about, hey, I got shot in the eye. They're gonna acknowledge the stuff that happened in Hawkeye. Yeah. I got answers about your pops and all this stuff, and your pops used to work for me. We had this. You messed up my organization. You set me back, and all this stuff. All that stuff in Hawkeye will be acknowledged. But I'm just
Hawkeye's part of this show.
Yeah. I just don't see them saying like, hey, what about
that's that, a good. Man? I'm glad we be doing this, man, because like you just talked me off the ledge. Because I might have next Tuesday been watching and stayed up and finish out the series and been salty.
Yeah.
Right. Like, man, they didn't even, but like, it wasn't really like
happening. Yeah.
This is, I think we're going to see it, but it may be more, like you say, about it's a follow-up on the Hawkeye show. It's not a follow-up.
Yeah, what we're seeing now is, I would say 80%, I go higher. I think it's 90% marketing. We're seeing a great marketing job from a show that they didn't even want to put out.
Mm-hmm.
They almost canceled this thing. They almost Batgirl did. So instead, somebody smart up there was like, hey man, we need to, quit playing with these people, man. Start listening to fans. And they was like, hey man, they love Netflix, bro. Why are we sitting here acting like these are two different things when we using the same actors?
Yeah,
we using Charlie Cox. We got Vincent D'Onofrio.
We didn't recast them. We didn't recast them.
Why we using them anyway? Might as well acknowledge what they did in Netflix. And I think, like you said, he be having that look in his face. Vincent D'Onofrio and Charlie Cox, I think they wanted that. Like, they probably pushed for that. Like, hey man, come on, man. The work we did with Drew Goddard and them, like, come on, like, I'm gonna segue that. to some other news. So we ain't gonna leave this yet, but there's some news about. Did you hear about Drew Goddard?
No, I did not.
Because I'm hearing Drew Goddard is up for the Spider-Man 4 job.
Oh. Go ahead.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, I know. I think I know where you're going about the Spider-Man 4 talk, though, because what they saying Spider-Man 4 is supposed to be.
That's all I got. What you got?
It all ties in because Spider-Man 4 is supposed to be kind of like, how I want to say this, why I ain't saying it stupid. All this
I know where you're going
from the Defender saga.
No, I know where you're
plays
going.
into the next Spider-Man.
I know where you're going. Yeah,
Spider-Man's supposed
because
to be a
Vincent is supposed to be
movie with this.
And with Fisk being the thing,
Fisk being
he
the
the guy.
dude.
He the Thanos.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh shit.
That's another thing. That's another thing. So Daredevil and Spider-Man like this. They starting to be like starting to be tied together.
That's the news that they saying that
he popping up in the animated show. He got a new suit and everything. He gonna be in the Spider-Man. What is it called? They got a show coming out, right? Is it called? Let me see. I thought I saw. No Spider-Man got a new show.
I know he got something coming on Amazon, but I thought that was like the Nicolas Cage joint. I'll be up for a new Spider-Man cartoon. I like to see. I like to see the MCU do some dedicated animation,
bro. I thought I saw that, bro.
But I have been saying that one of the things that they want to that they want to put in play is that there becomes a partnership kind of with Daredevil and Spider-Man.
They changed the name. So remember that freshman year? Remember that was like
I remember that was going to be yeah.
It's called Your Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man now.
Yeah.
Charlie Cox is in that show.
Okay.
He's going to be Daredevil in that show. I'm just saying, like,
voice the character.
Yeah, he's like his name literally comes up when you hit it on IMDb. Like he's one. He's like he's in the first episode. So I think you're right. Like I think I'm telling you, they tying these two characters together.
So the culmination turns into like when it gives them like the culmination becomes into the like.
I would assume this is a prequel right here. Yeah, I mean it's called Freshman Year, so I would assume this is a prequel to him in high school, or maybe I don't know. But I'm just saying, like Charlie Cox getting a lot of work. Charlie, pause. Charlie getting work. Man. Yeah, I said it twice, 3 times now. Nah, dude getting work, man. Because you're right, man. I think they're gonna tie them all together, and this Echo series is the beginning, man. But going back to what
I'd say, it's a repurposed series, like just took it the direction it was going and used whatever you had to repurpose it, right? Use the same footage and then put a different little theme to it, right? Like we're gonna get out of let's stop. Let's stop. Yeah. We need to kind of calm down a little bit. But what better way to calm down than with we got this roster right here of characters that people already crazy about.
Yeah, we talked about this, right? It's cheaper.
And that too.
You go from spending $40 million, whatever they were spending on Secret Invasion, and
it was like in the 200s, right? I think Secret Invasion was like the most expensive show.
Terrible, bro. Terrible.
I think it was the most expensive.
$40 million an episode and all this stuff. You go.
Oh my bad. That's what you was doing. My bad. That's what you was saying.
This is more practical. It's stunt work and it's martial arts. The suits ain't no CG suits. Ain't a lot of green screen work, and it's already tied to a popular like legacy, right? So
it's an IP within an IP.
Yeah, man. Like this is just a good way to go for it, bro. This could work out, man.
And you get the people that was involved in doing it.
Yeah, you got the top 2 people. Now
you didn't got to redevelop.
And now, so remember we talked about this a while ago.
Even some of the showrunners.
We was asking the question.
What am I doing?
We was asking the question.
That's me by accident.
We was asking the question, right? Man, Punisher. Okay, like remember how people was wondering, like, man, could Punisher be a part of Disney Plus, bro? Like, can he? Bro, you see this now? Punisher definitely coming back. The only thing that's gonna stop Punisher from coming back is if the actor,
Barenthal.
If Barenthal don't want to do it, if he say, man, you know what, I'm done, bro. I got other stuff going on.
Yeah.
I got my little business going on, my real one's going on.
Yeah. I'm doing it.
I don't want to take naps. That's the only way we don't see the Punisher, man. Because they putting the car door scene in the trailer, bro. And putting the Disney Plus logo in there with it. Hulu and Disney Plus.
Hey, that's foul, man. That's what you have Netflix.
That's
Hey, man, show
wild,
love,
bro.
man. Put the
Yeah.
Netflix
Come
logo
on,
on that.
man.
I'm just
Show Netflix some love, man.
Come on, man. They
Show
did
Netflix
that.
some love. But everything that we kind of pondered when we talked about Punisher back in the day about them finding a network to put these shows on has been answered. It's going to be Hulu and Disney Plus. It just makes more sense. So I definitely see Punisher coming back. That's another character. Everybody coming back. Punisher definitely coming back. And I think Punisher gonna get his own show.
Yeah, I think you got to have a
he'll be in the
show.
movies too.
Yeah.
They got a rated R Deadpool movie coming out this year. It's gonna be a Punisher movie, bro. It's gonna be
Yeah, you gotta have, and it's like, because I don't even think Punisher was in the Defenders Saga series. I can't remember. I need to watch that again. He maybe was. I can't remember.
He was only in Daredevil season 2, and then after that he
had his first season.
He started having his first season,
So, but with that being said, like even like you say, the down the line kind of like predictions or looking at it like which is wonderful, right? It's like, yeah, this can happen, that can happen, this can happen, but it's like seeing what we saw, seeing them in a clip and seeing that this is really like unofficial, not official, right? But really looking like it's the same universe, same direct, same kind of feel and theme. It's exciting. It's definitely exciting. And right, seems like a no-brainer thing to do with this. Like how hype is it going to be? I mean, I just keep it a buck. How hype is it going to be the first time Daredevil, when Murdoch references like Jessica, right? When we watch this up and we see the Rand build, right? Like we go across Harlem, right? And we know like, oh yeah, it's going down, right? All that kind of stuff, man. I think that's super dope. And I'm glad it looks like they're going to do that.
This is just like we looking at a best case scenario here, because this show, man, it could have came out and it could have just been put out to die, man, and we could have just got it and waiting for every week to just see, but now we get all episodes. We get a net.
That's by paper cuts.
It's such a Netflix. Yeah, exactly. It's such a Netflix show already, right? Just the idea of that, hey, no, we doing it. It's almost like they was like, how you got a style of doing stuff. I like every once in a while, it'll be like if like AB or whoever owned the NBA now was like, oh yeah, we gonna have a what was the we gonna have an NBA on NBC day. And then the music come on like,
oh man,
yeah. So it's like the Netflix style already. The aesthetic is there. The poster look like it. And then they like, we're gonna do it Netflix style and release all the episodes at once. So they already separating it from the Disney Plus show. So it's a good starter. It's a good bridge to get us back into this universe that we love and officially now make it the MCU now. It's a good way to bridge that gap, even though I don't think this show officially is going to acknowledge it. Daredevil will, and everything from here on out will acknowledge Netflix. But this show, I feel like they made this for the MCU.
And the beautiful thing is, whatever, I might be overstating it, they gave this character a chance to for real be something. Yeah. She wasn't going to be something in the Avengers universe.
Nah.
But now you get a character that you bringing in and she get to be, obviously she's already been in the comics and all that, but you give her a better chance over here. So now you just building. I got this whole thing right now about catalogs. You're just building up the catalog.
Building up the catalog.